Now they are.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is RJ coming at you live from the Wright State Esports Center, where your Wright State Raiders are getting set to take on the U.S. Naval Academy Midshipmen. I am joined today by Jacob as we get set for this best of 3 match between the Raiders and the Midshipmen. How are you tonight, Jacob?
I'm doing pretty well. This is going to be one heck of a match here today as the first game of the season for Wright State. First game of the year, I should say, in the regular season.
Yeah, first game of the year after what you described as a very dominant placement tournament for the Raiders. They're looking to keep that momentum going against the Midshipmen. Lining up for your Raiders today is going to be Summer, Tubby, CS, Leaf, Window, and Topaz. On the other side, we have Lunchables, Hansu, Duke, Fungash, and the man that you described as the name to watch for this Midshipman lineup, the Ascendant 3 ranked Rec.
Yeah, Rec is going to have to do a lot today for Naval Academy to play pretty well today, as Wright State are coming off of a 13-2 and a 13-5 in placement matches, and it seems like no one can stop them.
Yeah, first match of the day is going to be Wright State's map pick, Haven. It's a map that you seemed pretty happy about during band selection earlier today. And then after that, we'll be headed on to Bind, which is the one map that you were worried about us landing on. The Raiders ultimately decided to ban Corrode instead of Bind. But the Raiders will be starting on the attack side for both of our opening 2 maps. And hopefully we'll see a 2-0 sweep for the Raiders. If we don't, we'll be headed to Split for our 3rd map here tonight as we get set for map number 1 in Haven. What about Haven do you think that our IGL CS Leaf is going to have to help this team navigate around specifically, tactics-wise?
CS Leaf is definitely going to have to go through the likes of Tubby and and Window using his Judge, and Summer just being aggressive with that Sky.
Yeah, we got the pistol round for the opening round for the Wright State Raiders. Winter 2026 Split underway, as we already have. Looks like the Raiders have 2 headed to C and 3 on, well, 2 on A, 2 headed to C with, looks like another one wrapping over to C. It's going to be 3-0-2 so far.
Placing sentry.
Topaz gave his back, but not the kill. Definitely chipped down a lot of health off of the Navy defender. Gonna push through C
Spike
here.
down, C.
Already lost 2 members.
Go away.
Finally, it's gonna be Window opening it up with the shotgun. And Wright State starting to turn this one around 2v2. After the chaos in A, Spike is down, but they've got the site all to themselves for this 2v2. It's Window still up with the Killjoy.
Coming through.
Midshipmen down to 2, and their duelist on the Jet down to a sliver of HP. Trying to get Window, and they are going to find Window first.
Player standing.
But Topaz will trade 1v1 between Topaz and Hansu and Duke. It is going to take the last kill for the Midshipmen here. Should be able to get the defuse off. There you go. Alright, so rough opening pistol round for the Raiders, but there's plenty of time to turn it around as we head into the 2nd round, where neither team will have a whole lot of econ yet, especially since only one person survived on either team off the first one. We do have Looks like at least that by here from the midshipman, with Wright State still left with only pistols.
Definitely watch out Wreck with that outlaw this round. Wreck will definitely be a factor in this round.
You're gonna have to get a lot of value out of that outlaw. Already a lot of damage onto Hansu, finding 2 out of the door, and Wreck, just as you said, with the outlaw will claim another. Wright State down 2v5 already. Wright State trying to wrap back around to A site. But there's 2 on site already for the midshipmen. They do reveal their head. Is covered by Hansu. They're gonna find Duke on trying to get a flank on them, but that A site does look covered for now, and with Wright State's last 2 remaining players, Tubby and Summer, on very
30
low
seconds left.
HP, this is going to be a very hard one.
Taken out. Hawk out.
Are going to make their way onto A site here, but Tubby is going to find Hansu. They are going to get the flank down just in time. They've managed to scrape and claw their way back into even footing.
Last player standing.
And Summer's going to peek onto Lunchables.
One enemy
But it's
remaining.
going to be Wreck with the outlaw. Can't find 2, and Wright State claw their way back in.
That was a huge round from Summer
Now
there.
we're on the right path.
Just with a
Let's keep
4K
going.
with the Sheriff is really insane, noting that Wright State was on an eco round after losing the pistol.
Big round for Summer, and they're going to hop on to the outlaw for the Raiders.
I believe that is Rex Outlaw they picked up, and looks like it's going to be very useful this round, as to the side of the Naval Academy just not having the shields to deal with that Outlaw this round.
Yeah, not having the guns either. They're going with mostly sidearms. Yeah, choking a 5v2 for the midshipmen. That's going to be a big blow to their morale, but it's still very early on.
Go, go, go.
That window on the jet. Wright State, so far, the A site is undefended, but haven't sent anybody over there yet. Oh, they are. It looks like the midshipmen are rotating people on.
Sleep
It's going to be
tight.
Summer again with that claimed outlaw, killing its former user Wreck. And that's going to leave C site open with only 1 defender in the corner, and window will slide on through. This is going to be this looks like an easy one for the Raiders, but we thought that for the midshipmen earlier last round. 5v2 in the Raiders' favor.
One enemy remaining.
Summer just cannot miss. Going for the flawless here is Wright State. Onslaught, a sliver of HP. Out and feel a big flawless round for the Raiders.
Yeah, definitely a big round from Window there with the Neon just sliding in backside, getting that kill. And Summer, again, picked up that Outlaw with, again, like I said, the Naval Academy shields are really low that round, and they capitalized using the Outlaw that round. Now, we are going to see a full buy from both teams this round, but Wright State does have the Sky ult coming in, but however, on the side of the Naval Academy, they do have that Jet ult.
You have that Jet ult. Summer off to a 6-1 start. Very dominating. Look to push A, but there is somebody set up there. Hansu jumping back, but slain by Window with the sidearm. Trying to come through that smoke. Window's got their flank. 5v3 already for the Raiders.
This judge is really going to punish Navy as they come out into the site.
Yeah, they're gonna have to jump through that. Oh, they might not even make it to the site. Topaz finds another. A window with that judge, just like you said, Jacob. Time's ticking down, and Fungash does not have a good angle on here. Neither does Rek. They've got the flank from Topaz. Rek did find 2, but it is not enough. The flank from Window and Topaz coming in huge to shut that one down.
Yeah, Wright State really just opened up the site that round and didn't give time Hanzu or Lunchables just to set up in sight, so they just took the site for free. And Summer just some big kills and Window with that judge kill for the round. As we'll see throughout these rounds, Topaz lurks are going. Let's see if the team adjusts to those Topaz lurks on the KJ, but if they don't figure it out soon, Topaz is going to be running mid all the time.
Turn it out.
Wright State have been defending these. Summer already with the dude. Summer finding 2 before we even hit 90 seconds remaining for the Raiders. They're already in a 5v3, not making their way onto a site yet, but the defense has already been cut to ribbons. Fungash is going to get spotted by the jump. Cut down by Summer, who's looking for the ace. On the way back onto A, Rek, the only defender.
Revealing area.
Last player standing.
Window takes one before going down to Hanzu, but Hanzu's got the knives up, but it's 1v4. I don't like their odds,
Spike
even if
planted.
they do find Summer here. They will find Summer, but give up the flank once again to Topaz, and Topaz will seal the deal yet again.
Again, if the Naval Academy does not figure out how to deal with Topaz in mid, they will just Topaz will catch them out on mid. That round definitely Rek was definitely damaged because of that Topaz lurked, and that allowed them just to have the easy kill on Rek and then the flank from mid. It's just the backstab. Topaz is so good at it, you just gotta find a way to stop him.
Yeah. The big thing that stood out to me so far is how Wright State has defended these retakes against the midshipmen. They are not even letting them get close to the bomb to the fuse.
I've got your trail.
Wright State taking a push on to C here. 4 coming through. Rek with the opening kill. But Window trades it out. Duke gets death though. I'm not sure if Window was using the ult there or if I might have seen me.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, Wright State is going for the plant here, though, but the first time tonight, they're going to have to defend the retake down a man. I stand corrected. CS Leaf evens up the odds. And Topaz coming through mid yet again. And now Wright State, the beneficiaries of an unequal dueling, but Hansu comes through the smoke to claim CS Leaf.
I am the hunter!
Down. Hunter's Fury comes out from Tubby.
Last player standing.
Them using here, and that is going to be Topaz with the 3K. I think we're starting to sound like a broken record, but Topaz again coming through mid with huge value.
Yeah, Topaz is definitely playing a step up today. Definitely getting that impact frags that Wright State needs in mid. We'll just keep saying it again. I mean, Summer and Window for the takes, and Topaz is taking all of mid for free, and this Wright State team is playing really well, only losing the pistol round, but is doing well in the gun rounds.
Yeah, they're going with full rifles again. I think I noticed some sidearms, but Hansu does get the better of CS Leaf. Window trades him out. As they make their way onto A site here. Attacker Killjoy coming down from Topaz. That was risky, but Lunchables not able to find the kill. Summer claims one on their way out as the Killjoy doesn't detain anybody, but gets the job done. They have A site. Summer already finding value. Duke coming in.
Last player standing.
But can't even find one before Tubby takes him out. Now it's Fungash against the world.
Stinger in a dream.
Yeah, that clock is ticking down. At this point, I think he's better off just saving. That econ already didn't look terrific for the midshipman. Oh, that was your window, buddy, but Tubby denies him even saving, much less a kill there
Remember,
at the
your
end.
weapon is only a tool. You
Wright
can't just
State
shoot.
already
You have to think.
will at least tie the midshipman for the half.
Placing alarm
The
bot.
midshipmen can come back here, as they only invested a tour de force in that last round with the chamber. However, looking at Wright State, we don't really see any ults coming into play or coming in the cycle, while the Naval Academy has 3 very powerful ults that they can play with this round and maybe get back into this game.
So it sounds like this might be now or never, at least for this half. And you've got all these ults up. But
That's
Topaz sees Hansu coming through the doors. Meanwhile, Lunchable is caught out by the dog. Man, Wright State knows exactly where he is as they try to push into B. I think this is the first time Wright State... No, it looks like they're going to back off of it. They've favored going for C and A much more this round so far. It'll be the first time, I believe, that they've really tried to plant B site. There's only one directly defending it, but there are people looking towards B from C site for the midshipmen. Wright State still have plenty of time to work with, though. 50 seconds on the clock.
Cover going out.
If you look at the Naval Academy, they don't really have much space on the map, as Wright State just can push in the B here.
Pushing through the smoke into B. All came down, so do the midshipmen. Wright State looking for their second flawless of the night. Find it there. It's Summer again. Wright State with the flawless. Wright State with the 6-round lead.
Again, Wright State did change up the pace there. They didn't just send Topaz mid, they sent the entire team mid.
Yeah, I mean, it was working so good for Topaz, it's probably going to work good for everybody else, right?
Yeah, I think the Navy shipmen definitely read it as a lurk mid as the pressure. They wanted to get Topaz out, and that's why they didn't push the outside of the map, because they thought the whole rest of the team would be there.
Wright State looking at that door again. As CS Leaf gets some mute down for the Raiders. Shots coming down around the map. So far, it's just Window taking damage, but not anymore. Tubby finding wreck. The man we told him to watch from the midshipman already down. Summer finds a second. As C-Site belongs
Placing
to
swamp
the
grenade.
Raiders yet again.
Placing swarm grenade.
Spike planted.
If they're gonna come back in this one, they're gonna have to push through half of the site, but midshipmen try to swing on the Summer, but Summer's too fast. Summer runs through, got 3, looking for 4, they will find it. It's 4 kills for Summer, and yet another back-to-back flawless rounds for the Raiders.
That was a really hopeful round from the shipmen. They had an op and had their full buy, and now they're going into the next round with a Bulldog, a Sheriff, and potentially just not upgraded guns you want to see in your round, while Wright State's out here with max credits. It's going to take a while to go back.
Yeah, it's starting to look a little out of control for the Navy. Wright State might be looking at A. If they are looking at A, the midshipmen have read them very well. 4 of their 5 members are on A side at the moment. Wright State looking to...
I've got your trail.
Two-pronged assault here on A. Tubby, though, finds the opening kill, is traded out by a wreck on the Summer, but Window gets revenge. Wright State already a
1 enemy remaining.
4-1, I should say, as Duke gets stranded on site. The midshipmen read that assault perfectly. They knew it was going A. They had 4 of 5 of their members on A. But Wright State still win it convincingly.
Yeah, it was almost another flawless for Wright State. It was just Summer going down after getting one. And this team just looks unstoppable right now.
Alarm
Like
out.
11-2 on
Whoa.
Topaz.
I'm not even looking at that. Lunchables is currently 0-10. Fungash is 1-10. This is... If it wasn't for Hansu and Rek, I feel like this wouldn't even be this close. This is a paddling.
This is definitely a thorn in the side.
Placing sentry.
I'd say it's a bit more. It's a bit more than a thorn at this point. This is a whole dagger in your back. Fungash did have a good angle there. And Window cuts him down for daring to fire at them. Hansu even takes some spray damage through the util. But Rek does find Topaz. A C push, and CS Leaf takes out Lunchables again to cement their hold on the site. He is all alone on site at the moment.
Those are some close shots. Summer still gets one.
Summer gets one again. And the midshipmen are stranded in the back of the site.
Blinded.
With Summer rushes in, look at cut down for their trouble. Still got a ways to go. Does Navy. Has to jump back. They don't even see.
Last player standing.
They do get Window with the judge, but
there's no time.
no time left. It was probably the best looking round we've seen from the midshipmen since the pistol round, but still not enough. As Wright State already hit double-digit scores.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, this is really looking like a really good map pick from Wright State. Just picking the map they're the most comfortable on, and it's really showing.
Yeah, no, I'll say.
My ult's not a gift.
For Navy, you're just thinking about next half to see if they can come back and maybe just have a hard restart.
Yeah, and maybe you can
Teleport's ready.
hit something here just so you can have some momentum going into next half, but in the pregame you called this map offensive sided, and Wright State have done just about everything you can from this half so far, looking to make it 11-1 going into the side change.
There.
Right, so you're just playing this slow, waiting for them to peak.
There.
Just slowly taking space.
That looks like they do at least spot somebody. So distract Summer for a minute, it doesn't distract them from the kill. Hunter's Fury comes down. It's already 3 down for Navy. B site belongs to the Raiders, pushing through mid. Here comes the spike. And it's all over
Spike planted.
but the crying.
One enemy remaining.
Removed.
For the Navy's efforts here in game 1. Topaz finding kill number 4 for the Raiders. It's just Rek and a prayer, and his prayers will go unanswered. Wright State with a dominant 11-1
Switching sides.
offensive half.
It's just insane. This game is insane for Wright State. I mean, Summer 19-6 only in the first half. We've only played 12 rounds. Topaz only dying 3 times.
Quick stat here. So CS Leaf is the the player on Wright State with the lowest amount of kills. He has 5. That being said, he still has more kills than 3 midshipmen put together.
That is insane. The amount of dominance we are seeing in this match.
Yeah, it's one of those for the midshipmen so far, and one you definitely want to put on your highlight reel if you are the Raiders. It still isn't over yet, but it's just about there. They are two rounds away while the midshipmen have to go on a tear for the Legends. If anything is to be said in their favor, their one win against Wright State came against the opening pistol round, but they are not off to a good start. Topaz already found somebody, and Wright State tearing apart with a retake. Only 1 kill away from making it a perfect. Easy peasy so far for the Raiders.
Mr. Ron went great. Topaz did the opposite thing he did on attack, which was actually
Match point.
Sorry, excuse me. He did the same thing he did on attack, is go mid and kill mid. But he did it on the opposite side. He just does the same thing. Like his mid control is so good. But again, Window and Summer both with 2.
Placing swarm grenade.
They're just so dominant.
Yeah, in League, running it down mid is a bad strategy, but apparently for Topaz and Valorant, it's a great strategy. So, Summer already got a 20 bomb, looking to extend that, and what may be the last round of the game here. Trying to come through mid, the entirety of Wright State. There is a flank coming in.
Spike down. C.
Midshipman trying to push through mid, excuse me,
One enemy remaining.
it's getting cut apart.
Flawless.
Yikes. The Raiders looking terrifying. On Haven, exactly what we want to see. 13-1. They bury the midshipmen as we move to bind. Do we even want to go through the final stats? I feel like that might just be rubbing it in.
I just gotta note that Topaz did the same thing he did in placements as not die and get kills. I mean, yeah, it was just dominance from Wright State.
Yeah, if there's anything, any hope, any prayer that the midshipmen can have is that we are headed to bind, and that is the one map you said that Wright State doesn't like to play on, but it's going to take a whole heck of a lot for the midshipmen to produce a more convincing effort here in game number 2. But for now, we are going to pass you over to intermission. This is RJ and Jacob saying, stick around because the fun is just beginning.
Nice cut.
Welcome back, Raider Nation. If you're just tuning in, you missed an absolute dominant Game 1 that Wright State had over the U.S. Naval Academy midshipmen. And at this point, the midshipmen look like they've lost one of their rudders and they are adrift at sea against this dominant Wright State attack. They are starting on attack also for game number 2. They went 13-1 on Haven, looking for a repeat performance here on Bind. You did say that this is not a map that Wright State generally prefers. What exactly about this map makes it not one of their favorites?
I feel like Wright State has a play style to go fast, as we saw in the last map. A lot of play styles, and this map just doesn't suit going fast and just hard pushing because the defenders can easily rotate with those TPs. But what really interests me on this agent select is Topaz on the Sage. I've played with this team. I was a former player last semester, and Topaz, and with playing with Topaz, I never dreamed they would have a comp with the Sage on it. But as we look to the side of the Navy, we looking like have a single smoke comp too. We're gonna have 2 single smoke comps, and gonna be very double duelist. Gonna be very aggro from both sides.
Yeah, double duelist from the midshipmen. Wright State will start off on attack again. Do you feel like this map is more offense-sided like Haven was, or is this more defense-sided?
Definitely not. With this Navy comp, it could be 50-50 because of the double duelist from Navy. The more attack-centric comp starting on defense is a choice, but however, with Wright State's having a double sentinel comp, I definitely think this is going to be defense-sided for both teams. We're going to see more rounds on the defense side to whoever has it.
Alright, midshipmen looking to at least get more than 1 round this map. One of their only victorious round came in the opening pistol round. We'll have to see if they can do that again here. Wright State on the offense, definitely looking like it's going to be a beat push. The dog is going to find at least 1. Yep, they're going to turn on to Fungus there. Already 1 down. With a midshipman. There was somebody trapped in that corner behind the blocks. Through the smoke, but window is sprayed down by Wreck. It is 4v3 in favor of the Raiders.
Blinded.
Swings on the 2.
Blinded.
Swings again. We'll find 1 this time. Looking for 2. Gets chipped down and backs off. Wright State 4v2. Got the plant down. Down to a sliver, but it's all they need. Another great start for the Wright State Raiders. Midshipmen can't even find the opening pistol round that they found last time.
Yeah, the bandits bought by Wright State really paid off in the end, and Summer with those just ghost kills. This good combo, duo ace as we say, with Summer and CS Leaf. Yeah, but the opening kill onto Long kind of opened up the sight for them, and they could not get in sight from elbow.
Yeah, Summer already off to another hot start, got 3 in there. CF's Leaf only had 5, but I think that was more, he only had 5 kills last round, but last game. But I think that was just because his teammates were popping off so much, there just wasn't a whole lot for him to do. But he's already got 2 in this one. Topaz going for the plant with 2 already. 3! Make that 3 for window before finally getting caught down, reloading, but immediately traded out by Summer. Hansu getting the only kill so far of the round, and now it's just Fungash against a Raider pack.
One down.
He's going to catch Summer on the swing. CSE is right there to try and... The whole team is right there to prevent that from going anywhere. Wright State win the opening 2 rounds.
Window with that flying Bucky was so huge in that round. To get 3 back sight. I don't know how Navy did not trade him, but Window with just the Bucky kills, if he just continues that up, I think we'll see a lot more Window double satchel shotgun plays here in the near future on attack for the Raiders.
Yeah, Window was just kind of left unattended until they were finally caught reloading by the Jet, the Hansu, but they were immediately traded out. That's another thing Wright State have been doing. I mean, they've been doing just about everything well, as Hansu will find the opening kill this time. But seems like every time the midshipman finds any kill, it's immediately traded out by a Raider. Well, the midshipmen, they are able to find the opening salvo this time. Wright State have... Looks like they've got 2 on either site. It's 2 on B, 3 on A, but Summer will find 1 on A, so it's down to 2 now. Summer stays hot.
Sometimes both teams just deadlocked, not making a move yet. Wright State just trying to get in Navy's heads to make them rotate, and it is working, but to the wrong site.
And they rotate back to A, but the majority of the Navy's fleet
30 seconds
found
left.
at that site at the moment. They're gonna have to fight it out. They're out of time. CS Leaf will find 2 with the util. They will get the plant down with just 2.
1 enemy
One
remaining.
dead.
Make that
Kyle.
1 midshipman remaining. Hansu will start to trim the forces a little bit, but Summer finds the flank. It's 3 more kills for them.
That was a really good read by Navy, stacking 4 onto that A site after getting the opening pick. However, Wright State and CS Leaf's Molly just absolutely obliterated those ships.
The ship's got firebombed by that Molly from CS Leaf. He's off to a 5-0 start. He's already equaled the amount of kills he got last round. And we're just 3 rounds deep into bind. Wright State, I know this isn't one of their favorite maps, but so far it is not causing them any problems. It's a 2-3 setup for the midshipmen here. And Wright State mirror that 3-2 as of the moment. Target set in, will find 1.
Hulk out! I'm out of stock.
Util coming down. The Summer will find 1 on A site, even though the bomb is headed, the spike is headed to B site, at least for the moment.
Teleport's ready.
They could. CS Leaf finds another. These pickoffs for Wright State. As now the midshipmen know that this spike is coming A side. Everybody else is rotating back over, but once again they are in the back of the site. With Windows shotgun staring them down.
It's going to be so hard for Navy to retake this. This shotgun is just there, and Summer with the angle.
Looks like the opposite... Yeah, Rec is trying to get a good angle here,
Last
but his
player
teammates
standing.
are dying too fast for it to matter.
This Wreck is probably just going to die here to the bomb to deny Wright State of an ult orb here, or just try to get an open kill. Exit kill, excuse me.
Can't even do that. It's a flawless round for the Raiders. 4-0 start, and this round is looking to be just as dominant as the prior.
Look here, CS Leaf is already maxing credits with Summer. I don't see this team slowing down. A CS Leaf and Topaz do not have a death.
Topaz and Tubby don't have a kill, and Wright State is up 4-0.
It's crazy. See, they're The Raiders are just stumbling through them. Let's use Hanzo with the op this round, though. Will that make the difference here for the shipment?
They need it to make the difference. Third is going to find the lurk, but Duke still swings right into the stack of 3. Summer with yet another one. Summer
I've got your
can't be
trail.
stopped.
The style goes in. They know where they are, the Raiders. But Hanzo gets a kill.
Gets a kill with the sidearm. Wright State still in firm control of this B site. It's a 4v3 retake at the moment. Window at the same angle with that shotgun. It's getting wrapped by somebody from the midshipman went to the same position that the Rays was in last time the Raiders tried to and successfully made a stand here. Ship down, window will find wreck. Here comes the ult, but they won't be able to get that off. But it's too little too late for the midshipmen. 5-0 start.
Again, Topaz and Tubby don't have to do anything when Summer is playing like this. Once they get, Summer just opens up the site immediately, and CS Leaf and Window with that judge on the chokehold, it just does not allow Navy to go into site at all and not even be able to use their op as they saved it into the next round.
Midshipmen look like they've been ran ashore by the Raiders. Tubby already with the op finds one. Hansu answers with one on the Topaz. Wreck does find Window, but Summer looking as unstoppable as ever. Will earn the Raiders the A site. It is a 3v3 with a member of the midshipmen looking to try and wrap around and get an angle here. As the Raiders will get the plant off thanks to Summer finding Duke again.
Last player standing.
Summer again.
Right. Summer's just sitting there and waiting for him to swing on him. And I think somebody's just wasting their op ammo. Don't do it to him. Wreck will at least find one more, but they are running out of time, and Tubby
Quick break.
saved just enough ammo to move Wright State to 6-0. Hey, Tubby found his first 2 kills there.
And Topaz cannot go 10 rounds again without a death, but still with the 5 assists is still an integral part of this team, and CS Leaf still does not have a death.
Yeah, they're going for another. I'm not sure it's quite a full buy. They still have an outlaw and rifles, but that economy is it's mirroring Venezuela right now. It is in the tubes.
I would like to point out that Summer does have the reverse pie scoreboard at 14-3.
Ooh. Wreck was the only one defending A site. But the midshipmen have read that it is at least at B right now, the spike, but
they're going back.
Yeah. I mean,
Teleport's ready.
yeah. Guess they didn't read it as well as I gave them credit for. They sent 2 back to A, which only has 1 person on site, and the util does not find Summer. Summer is taken out by Hansu. Spike has not moved from where it is close to B. Wright State has 2 over there. Midshipmen have 2 to answer. They're keeping that spike next to that teleport portal. They are going to take it over to A.
Out of charges.
Most like
30 seconds left.
They like their chances over there more as midshipmen scramble to
You will
rotate their
not
other
kill
2
my
players
ally.
onto there as the push begins. Topaz revives Summer, Window, and Topaz. That's Topaz's first kill. Topaz going for the plant with the seconds dwindling down. Will
Spike
get
planted.
it. And it's all 5 back up after Topaz revived Summer. It's looking like yet another hopeless round for Navy.
One enemy
Summer just
remaining.
runs
down.
through with the shotgun. Oh my god!
We're done here.
Summer is looking so unstoppable, I think you could throw Winter at them and they would still melt it to water. It's not even close. 17-4, and we're only on round 8.
Yeah, CS Leaf can now just play his life and doesn't have to do anything for the rest of the game, and he can stay deathless.
Yeah. So we got 6-3. That is 9, 10, 11. So yeah, Summer has more kills than the entirety of Navy put together, and you can throw some of their teammates into that total, and I think they'd still come out on top.
This is a weird round from Navy as they're force buying somewhat, and some players buying, some players not. We have guns like the Ares coming out with your Vandals and Phantoms.
You
Here.
see Summer lurking heavy into A. Is cut down by Rec. But Wright State have got a 3v2 advantage on B site. Make that
Teleport's ready.
3v1. I think we definitely know where this spike is headed. Duke had a good angle set up, but Topaz cuts them down. Wright State are going to get this plant off with all 3 of the midshipmen in the back of the site yet again as the utility comes down to
Here comes the
clog the rudders here.
obliterated.
Big ult from Rec though.
Last
We'll find
player standing.
Topaz, but Rec just finds the bird
enemy
looking for
remaining.
the ace.
Grenade.
Can they put the midshipman on the board with only Tubby standing in their way? Blast coming in. They will find the ace. It's their best player, and he
Like you can
shines
stop
when they need it the most, denying Wright State at least the perfect sweep in game
Talk
2.
about collateral damage.
What a great retake by from Rec, but also Fungash with the Sky ult to let Rec know where he should raise Rocket. Just what a good round from Rec to bring him back, and yeah, with an ace. As we see Hanzo back with that off that they picked up from Tubby, and yeah, it looks like Duke is also going to vest the Tour de Force into the round, so they will have 2 ops for this round.
Wright State and
So dead.
the midshipmen
I've got your
needed that
trail.
in the worst way. Their economy was in the tubes, and their ace player with the ace to put them maybe not back in contention to win, but oh my god, Summer reminding everybody who the real best player on the map is. Insane.
Plant the spike.
Wright State already looking for it. It comes down to at least delay the plant. But it will delay it no longer.
Spike planted.
Window. You know how much they love that judge. But the bot will find them. Hansu will cut them down.
Yeah,
He'll
my ult's
find
ready.
2 with the op.
What's the
Wright
name?
State down a man as the jet ult does come out, but won't find anything. Summer cuts him down. Duke falls. Rec will
Last
find at
player
least
standing.
Summer, but it is
Last
all
player
up.
standing.
To Tubby and Rec again.
Tubby and Rec again, but this time Tubby has the op again. Will he be able to get his revenge? He is sprayed down through the smoke. Has to go for the replay. Jumps through with a pistol. Can't find it, but do they have time?
It's so close.
No! Tubby gets... He doesn't preserve his life, but he does preserve the round this time for the Wright State Raiders as they advance to 8-1. Rec gave it everything he had yet again, but this time he comes up short.
Almost 2 rounds in a row, Rec have saved Navy from the back, but I think Navy had a great retake there and delaying the plant with Lunchable's Brim ultimate, but it just wasn't enough. Hanzo with those op kills, we need to see him back on the op if Navy wants to do anything.
Yeah, and they're going to have to do something fast. They're not going to be able to afford too many of those ops if Wright State get back in the driver's seat here. Wreck lurking in the util. Wright State members all around him, and it's Window poking their head through. Already 2 down for the midshipmen.
Plant the spike.
Another plant coming down in A site.
Spike planted.
State's got 2 ults available, but I don't think they're gonna need it here. Ansu is still available, but doesn't have that op that he used so well last time. And Wright State knows exactly where he is after he poked his head out. And they've got Duke dead to rights in the corner too. But he will find Summer, but CS Leaf will take the advantage to take out Hansu. Looks like Wright State have a member looking
Last
for him,
player
but
standing.
CS Leaf will take out one. It's just Duke against the world now again. He's just gonna save. That's a smart thing to do here as Wright State moves to 9-1.
I like the idea from Fungash to lurk through all of the way through their spawn and to take that shower control. Unfortunately, they were just too late, and at that point, they're just looking for exit frags. We do see Hanzo with a sniper.
ready.
Unfortunately, it is not an op. It is a marshal, but maybe Hanzo can do some work with this,
Teleport's
as
ready.
they do have the raised rocket back, as Wreck did get so many ult points after that ace.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, and that ult was Hansu. No op, no problems. Able to use that to find Topaz as the opening kill. Duke finds another
Heal up, squad.
with the sidearm on the Summer.
I'm out of stuff.
Fungash is getting pushed here. Midshipmen are starting to put up a fight. Will it convert into their highest
Bomb
round
buddy.
count of the night? So they're trying to push their way onto B, but right now the midshipmen have 3 people with another person. Looks like they were gonna rotate. They're rotating away from B. Windows popping his raised rocket, can't find anything with it through the util. Now lurking through with the judge. While Wreck has got his way on site. They're trying to go for the plant. Wreck finds 1, can't find
Last
2,
player
but
standing.
Duke
30 seconds left.
and Fungash will make it the
the last.
second round for the midshipmen.
Last round before the
It's
switch.
not over yet.
Don't save anything.
It's not nearly
Last
as
chance
big
to
of a
use our
gap
stuff.
as the midshipmen were looking at towards the end of last round, of the last map. But Wright State still have a chance to make this a 10-2 map, which would be just as devastating as 11-1. We do have an ult on either side. Topaz with a revive ready. Wreck with a raised rocket of his own. They will come through. They will find Hanzu with the Sage utils. Meanwhile, Window will find one with his.
That orb glitch on top of the door sill. It did not go onto the floor, so that's kind of a wasted Sage orb, but it doesn't matter as Window is just gonna sit on the same angle with the judge.
Wreck is in a similar angle that he's had in previous B site holds from
You
Wright
will
State.
not kill my ally.
Wreck will find
One
Summer, but
enemy
Topaz burns his ultimate to take him back up, and Window takes 3 with Wreck. Their star player can't do it against 5. Wright State 10-2 half as we head
Switching
to
sides.
switching sides. It's looked a little bit bumpy there towards the end, but Wright State still look as dominant as ever, Jacob.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, CS Leaf and Summer just made some insane plays this game, but CS Leafs have some really good util there, and they cannot deal with Windows Judge here. The couple rounds with Navy were close, but Topaz just has the Sage res every time, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they have gotten a lot of value out of the Sage ults to bring Summer back. I think it's enabled Summer to go for a few riskier plays, knowing that they've got a revive in their back pocket. Tubby will find the opening kill in this second pistol round. Did take a lot of damage for his problems, but comes out with Victor. CS Leaf will try to spray through. Tubby finds a second. Finds a third, clicking on heads. He's held the site. The spike is still in the area, but you gotta imagine that trying to push for A site is not in the cards here anymore. They are gonna get swung on as Tubby's looking for the ace. Gotta hunt down Duke. Windows found him, trying to keep himself alive so he can... And he will! That was so cool from Window, keeping himself alive and jumping around so that his teammate can come in and claim his ace. Gotta love that from the Raiders.
Gotta love that. No stealing aces here. We only steal Summer's aces. But yeah, I mean, CS Leaf wasn't there to steal the ace, so I mean, great round from Tubby on the pistol round. That chamber is so good, and yeah, I mean, Navy's gonna throw everything at the wall and just go full buy Stinger.
Let's see if it will convert to. I mean, they're running out of time. They gotta get something going, even if it does risk a lot of their autonomy. Already a lot of damage, and Window. Util will finish off Duke. CS Leaf, a lot of util kills, but I think that was because that spray coming through to chip everybody down.
Yeah, the nade through the TP, and then the molly through on site. They had nowhere to go. They were trapped.
Similar to the end of last round, where the midshipmen just got trapped in one room with Wright State on either side. But they're trapped yet again with
one enemy
teleport
remaining.
Over will completely shut this one down. Wright State on match point. Trapping them in that room
match
in
point.
mid.
One more. Then first shout on me.
And now Wright State at the death.
That was a really good call by Leaf to do the double molly. It worked so well and predicted them so well, and it got two. It made them stall, and you can't really push anywhere with 3 players, especially one with low HP, and
Shut and lock the door.
and take a B site, especially on this map.
Hawk out.
Wright State looking to bring it home. Looks like the midshipmen are going for a similar push through mid in the same room they were trapped in previous. Topaz rolls off the room. Not able to trap them in fully are the Raiders. They do take quite a bit of damage for the effort. They do have the majority of their forces on B, which is where the spike still is. Topaz with a pretty good angle here if
For you.
midshipmen do elect to try and push through it. They heal their teammates. Duke, though, will find the window. There
Enemy
you go.
down.
Got a little too brave peeking through that door. Topaz held the angle. Evens up the odds here.
Fungash in a really good spot. Will Tubby expect Fungash here? All that Fungash needs to do is
Spike planted.
Destroyed. So close.
Tubby is lethal with that sniper. Dog will find
Last player
Fungash.
standing.
CS Leaf will cut him down. It's all up to Duke to try and keep the midshipmen afloat, but they will be sunk by the Raiders. 13-2 and 13-1 are your two final
Defenders win.
scores. Absolute
forward.
dominant showing from the Wright State Raiders to open up the season.
Yeah, what a game. It's just dominant fashion here by Wright State. Only allowing 3 rounds the entire series.
Summer went wild again. Rec did everything they could. They had a lot of good looks, especially that ace. Hansu had some good looks too, but Wright State, just as a team today, completely better. You got Summer finishing 21-9, CS Leaf 15-3. He got to do things this time.
Yeah, he did get to do things this time. The IGL can shoot.
Alright, well, after such a dominating win like that, is there anything you can really take away from a match like that besides, yeah, we're pretty good at this game?
I don't know. They're pretty good at this game. I mean, dominant fashion. We'll see if another team can challenge this, but Wright State this season, after counting their 2 regular season games and their placement games, have allowed a total of 10 rounds.
Which isn't even enough to win a round.
Which is not even enough to win a map. So it is
Wow.
insane the way they're playing right now, and yeah, it's great to see.
Alright, well, I think that is going to do it for us here at the Wright State Esports Center. Thank you so much for spending your evening with us. We'll see you back here next time where the Wright State Raiders Valorant team will be back in action. But until then, this is RJ and Jacob with the Wright State Esports team saying so long and Raider up.
Raider up.